Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Jabrielle, the Moon Minister, and I am back today, as you can see, um, with a pregnancy update. Yay! It's probably gonna be like a motherhood and pregnancy update. Right now, my son, as you can see, my cutie, he's asleep. So right now is the best time to get this in. Um, so yeah. Um, yes, motherhood, you guys. Ooh, being pregnant and then having a little toddler, crazy. Like right now, I'm trying to potty train him so that I'm trying not to have two in diapers. Which I mean, if it happens, it happens. But I'm trying not to. I babysat two in diapers, and woo, that ain't fun. It's not fun. I can tell you that now. But. Yes, oh man. He definitely keeps me busy. He's a ball of fun and such a freaking Scorpio, bro. We were going on a walk the other day, me, his dad, and little Brandon. We were just going on a walk and we were walking next to this lake, and he always has a thing for seeing water. If he sees water, he wants to jump in it. And it's cold. It's January. You know, you can't jump in a lake, especially in Ohio. Like, no, like it's cold. There's a clear sign that says no swimming. So like, but he's two. He doesn't understand that. So we keep telling him like, no, Brandon, we just have to walk on the path. We cannot go into the water. We can't do that. You just can't do it. And he's just like, he don't get it. He's like, what do you mean we can't jump into the water? The water is here. Like, what's going on? But it was funny because we would be walking and talking to each other, and he would slowly be behind us, like just walking slow, and then he'll creep back and stand and look at us, and then he'll just run and dash towards the lake. But we catch him every time because like we were keeping our eyes on him. But yeah, he's a little sneaky little something, but I love him. Can't help that. He definitely chose me, and I chose him. Um, but this new baby, this Gemini, this little Gemini baby. So my due date, they keep going back and forth between uh June the 6th or June the 8th or 9th. So it's in between 6 and 9, but there's definitely seeing early June for this baby being its due date. So definitely confirmed on the Gemini chart. And then I also feel like this child is a Gemini. I could feel my son. Well, no, I could feel that my son was a son, but I can feel that this child is a Gemini. Like this child is always just giving me creative ideas. I'm always keeping to myself as far as ideas. But I have been like been able to communicate well and communicate the things that I'm thinking of in my mind out onto paper and just really just feel creative. So like I'm definitely feeling that Gemini vibe from this child. And yes, I'm 23 weeks. I don't know if I mentioned that before, pregnancy brain. I don't remember, but I'm 23 weeks as of tomorrow, every Wednesday. So I've already figured out or found out the sex of the baby. Drum roll, please. It's a girl. Yes! I can scream thinking about the fact that it's a girl. If y'all hear that thumping, it's my dog. I have pit bulls. They're gonna be rough. I got 3 of them, and one just had puppies. So like they're rough. But yes, I'm having a little girl. I already have my boy, which I wanted my first child to be a boy just because I'm the oldest child, oldest grandchild on both sides. Thor, you don't think you could scratch in the next room? He was just thumping, shaking the camera and everything. Anyway, Yes, I wanted my first child to be a boy simply because I've just always wanted a big brother myself. I always felt like, oh my gosh, like I'm a sensitive person, so I've always wanted a big brother to be that strong, just that protector, provider vibes. So I'm glad that I have my boy and I had him first, and we love sci-fi together, but in nature together. But now I'm having a little girl. I cannot wait. If you know me, then you know I'm a girl's girl. I love being around other women. I love helping women. I love learning from women. I love teaching women. No shade to my men out there. I love y'all too. But if you are a man who has more feminine qualities within him, then I really love you. Okay, like I'm just a divine feminine being who loves other divine feminine energies. I just do. I get into all that girly stuff. Um, Not necessarily all the time. I don't live for it, but I definitely live for divine feminine energy, just period. Like I love it. So the fact that I am getting just this moment to be able to raise another little divine feminine being is just it's such a blessing to think about. Um Yes, I already have a name for her. It's not, well, it basically is set in stone. I do have other family members who have been putting in certain inputs, and I just really, I have a name. It's basically set, but if I get a certain vibe after she's born, then I will possibly change her name. But for right now, her name is Bellamy Nicole, and then obviously me and my husband's last name. So, yes, Bellamy Nicole. Bellamy. The first time I ever heard of the name was on the show The 100. If you are a sci-fi lover, get into that show. I love the show The 100. There was actually a character who was a male, and his name was Bellamy. On that show, and I've always loved things that have Bell elements in them, like names that have that. Just because I'm J Bree L, um, but I've always loved the Bell element, and I wanted my child's name to start with a B because my mom has this like thing where her children's names all start with J's, and then my her mother has this thing where her children's last name ends like Ika. So like not last name, but like the last part of their name, their first names ends with Ika. So like there's this thing that I just kind of want to keep going, and probably name my next child that I have after this one another B name. But Bellamy, I heard it from a show, and I really liked the character on that show, and I just liked the name overall. I ended up researching the name, its origins. It has England and a little bit of French origins, but basically what the name means is beautiful friend, and that just really resonates with me because every Gemini female that I've ever had in my life has always been like a great friend of mine. I have a friend till this day. We're good friends. We don't even share the same faith, you guys. Like, and she knows that. I know that. She's a Christian. I'm spiritual. We both know that about each other. But we're just good friends. We have a lot of good things in common. And when we get together, we just have the best of time. So like, I've always had that connection, friendship connection with Gemini women. And then my sister is a Gemini, and then funny coincidence. So my mom and then my husband's mom, their second children, their second child are not only girls, but they're Gemini girls. So it's just such a coincidence that our second child is going to be a Gemini girl. And I don't know. I just feeling that huge friend energy. Not to say that okay, me and her we're gonna be the best of friends, because of course I'm her mother and I'm gonna act like her mother and I'm going to guide her as her mother. But at the same time, once they become adults and they're stepped into their own light and they're doing their own thing, I definitely don't see nothing wrong with being your child's friend. I'm friends with my mom now that I'm an adult and doing my own thing. So I definitely want that same relationship for my daughter. So having the name Bellamy, I just feel like having that beautiful friend or fine friend, it sets that in stone for us. So yes, that's the update so far. Um, I'm working with this clinic. I really enjoy them. They have midwives there. Um, I really enjoy the clinic. They also offer like free resources, a lot of things on just natural births. So that's one of the main reasons why I chose this one. I'm not one of those spiritual people that's gonna say to you, you need to do an at-home birth. If you feel more comfortable or you feel like it's more of an experience for you to go to a hospital, then do you, boo. You know, some people, especially if you are pregnant alone, you know, I would definitely recommend, if you don't have that support that you need, going to the hospital, because there are nurses there that literally work around the clock to help you and give you that support that you need. So the place that I plan on having this child is actually the place that my mother had me, and the place that my mother was born as well. So I just feel like it's such a special connection, to be able to have it at this specific place, which is a hospital, and at the same time being able to have my own midwife and being able to have someone who is definitely like know what they're doing, and being able to tell the doctors like, nah, this is, he is shaking the camera again. Thor, go that way and do that. Don't do that in here. Yeah, but have a midwife to just be able to continue the things that I I will be practicing during that time, and really have a structured birth plan. Not to say that everything is going to always go as planned, because we know we're humans. Things don't always go as planned, but to be able to stay on track with that, I feel like for my first kid, it was just such a new experience, and then having it at the place that I had, I just was just all over the place. But now is definitely the time to get organized, and I have been, and I've already met some midwives. I haven't put a set on the one that I'm going to be getting, because I'm still halfway there, but I already have like little feelings on which ones that I'm going to be choosing, because I like all of them. They're all sweet, all nice, all have great backgrounds. So yeah, I'm really just enjoying this experience, meditating, keep it to myself, staying in creation mode, and just preparing myself physically, mentally, financially for this new baby girl, this divine feminine energy that's going to be birthed into this universe. So I'm really grateful, and I'm so eager to look at her birth chart, which I won't know until she's here. I'm just so eager to look into her destiny. You know, I've already looked into my own destiny, my husband's destiny, my son's destiny, and it's so crazy how our destinies are all aligned and match up in certain different types of ways. So I'm eager to look at hers and see how she aligns with us, and just all that good stuff. So I'm definitely excited. Nothing but positive energy over this way. And yeah, that's the update. Till next time, you guys. Bye.